Nitai Gauranga Radheshyam Japo Hare Krishna Hare Ram Om Najanjana Timidandasya Jananjana Salakaja Chaksur Militanjana Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Radharaman Charandas Deva Ki Jai Mahavira Ramana Ki Jai Jai Nitai Jai Gaur Jai Shri Radheshyam. Chapter 26 Returned to Puri. Baba Mahasai has stayed in Navadvip only for a few days when he received a telegram from Ananda Mitra requesting him to go to Kutak. Because he was seriously ill, he started for Kutak and taking with him only Ramadas and Nitya Svarup and leaving all others in Navadvip. As soon as he reached the house of Ananda Mitra, he was overwhelmed with joy. Even though he was seriously ill and could not easily move, he got up from the bed and fell prostrate at the feet of Baba Mahasai. Baba Mahasai made him lie down on the bed and asked him how he felt ill. He said, "You know, Baba, what can I say? Baba Mahasai, what do you think could possibly be the cause of illness?" Ananta, "It comes to my mind that I have been committing many sins and I am still committing sins, and you are trying to reform and purify me through suffering." Babaji, "You are right, Ananda. Nitai Chand is merciful. He has already done much to purify you. What little remains to be done, he will do. You have no reason to worry." Ananda, "Baba, I have taken too much medicine. Now I do not want to take anything except Charanamrita and Adaramrita. Kindly bless me." Babaji, "So you can do without fear. Bhagavan will certainly help those who have faith. He is not far from the Jiva. He is to his right and to his left. Neither can the Jiva and Jagat, phenomenal world, exist without him, nor can he live without them. Therefore, in pleasure and pain, in times of need and suffering, always remember him and pray to him. He will always do good and ward off evil, because he is himself good and merciful. If you do so, it is immaterial whether you take medicine or not." Ananda, "It is my firm faith that the moment I had your darshan, my illness was gone." Babaji say, "Baba, Nitai Chand is merciful. It is no surprise if he has done so." So saying, he embraced Ananda Babu. Ananda Babu felt that his warm embrace freed him not only from pain and suffering, but from the bondage of Maya for all times. He called his wife and said, "Today I should take the Adaramrita of Baba Mahasai and no medicine. You must throw away all medicines." Baba Mahasai took his bath, attended to his morning prayers, had Mahaprasad and rests. Towards the afternoon, some men came from the house of Balmukunda Babu, the deputy magistrate, and took him to his house. Balmukunda Babu had gone mad and turned violent, so his people had put him in chains. On seeing Baba, he began to wail, "Baba, I have gone mad, heal me. I am a great sinner. I have tortured and tormented many people. I have not seen you for a long time. If you embrace me but once, I am sure I should be cured." Baba Mahasai asked his people to remove his chains. They hesitated because they were afraid that Balmukunda Babu would start beating them. But Balmukunda Babu shouted, "Remove my chains but once, so that I may embrace Baba Mahasaya and be tranquilized. Hearing him wail like this, Baba Mahasaya again said, Baba, remove his chains. He will not do any harm. They obeyed. As soon as he was released, he clasped Baba Mahasaya. Baba Mahasaya also clasped him to his heart. With this, his madness was gone, his peace of mind restored, and he sat in a perfectly sound state of mind by the side of Baba Mahasaya. Baba Mahasaya asked him, "Can you say why you became mad?" Balmukunda, when engaged in the work of settlement, I was at once conducting measurements in the ashram of Nimparha. At that time, I had some altercation with the sadhus residing there. I think that was the cause of my malady. Babaji, you are right. This thought came to my mind as soon as I saw you, and therefore I made this inquiry. You should be careful in future. An offense committed against a Vaishnava is so detrimental that it destroys in an instant the good effect of bhajan practice throughout life. Not only the Vaishnava, the offense committed against any jiva is detrimental. My advice is that you should at once go and apologize to those Vaishnavas. That will be good for your bhajan. After thus consoling and counseling Balmukunda Babu, Baba Mahasaya left for Puri by train. As soon as the train reached Puri station and Baba Mahasaya got down, the station master and the other employees at the station made obeisance to him. Baba Mahasaya blessed them all with his usual smile and proceeded straight to the temple of Jagannath. After seeing Jagannath, he went to Janjapita Math. As the people of Puri came to know about his arrival, a thrill of joy ran through their veins. They began to come to soothe their hearts at his darshan after a long period of separation. After a few days, Baba Mahasaya wrote a letter asking his companions at Navadvip to return to Puri. They were overjoyed to receive the letter, which broke the painful spell of separation they were passing through in his absence. They lost no time in going to Puri. As soon as they reached Janjapita Math, they clung to Baba Mahasaya like a children who had lost their mother and found her again. Baba Mahasaya embraced each of them with eyes filled with tears and on account of a sense of guilt for coming away to Puri without them, and consoling them by his sweet words. Ratha Yatra. We are actually in the page 356 of Life of Love. 356 of (542). There's not much left in this book, and as soon Jai Sri Krishna. And as soon as we finish the Life of Love, we'll start reading the Life of Love from 1926. From 1926, the first edition and the original book that from where this Life of Love by Dr. Obiel Kapoor was based on. Ratha Yatra. Slowly, the time for the annual ceremonies of Jagannath Dev arrived. The Shandan Yatra, the Snan Yatra, and the Gundija Marjana ceremonies were performed with the usual eclat and enthusiasm as the soul-stirring kirtans of Baba Mahasaya and his companions. On the Ratha Yatra day in the morning, Baba Mahasaya reached the temple of Jagannath along with his companions. Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, and Sudarshan were seated on the Ratha, the chariot. The Ratha moved but little. The next day, Baba arrives with his companions much early and began to sing songs praise to Jagannath. The Ratha began to move at 11:30 a.m. Mr. Bleko, the magistrate of Puri, was supervising the movement of the Ratha. That day the Ratha moved up to Jagannath Vallabha. The magistrate wanted that the next day the Ratha should reach the Gundisha temple. He said to Baba Mahasaya, "Kindly come early in the morning tomorrow because the Ratha will not move without your dance and kirtan." Baba Mahasaya said, "Baba, it is not my dance and kirtan, it is the dance and kirtan of Nitai Gauranga." The magistrate thought that Baba Mahasaya said this out of sheer humility, but for Baba Mahasaya it was not sheer humility. He meant what he said. In his kirtan, he always imagined that he was dancing and singing in the company of Nitai Gauranga. He not only imagined it, he saw them dancing and singing before him. The magistrate, however, said, "But I always see that the movements of the Ratha is fast or slow according to the movement of your Sankirtan in front of the Ratha." The next day, the Ratha of Balabhadra and Subhadra reached Gaundisha temple within a short time, but the gigantic Ratha of Jagannath stopped near the bridge. All attempts to draw it further failed. At that time, Baba Mahasaya had stopped Sankirtan and was sitting on one side of the road. The magistrate came and said to him, "Baba, you must come. I believe that the moment you join the pulling of the Ratha, it will begin to move." Baba Mahasaya's eyes were filled with tears and voice was choked with emotion as he said, "Baba, I am a small fry. What strength do I have? But I believe that the moment Mahaprabhu touched the Ratha, it will begin to move. Let us go and see what Lila Mahaprabhu performs and be blessed." He got up and, like one possessed with the spirit of Mahaprabhu, went swaying and swinging behind the Ratha and began to dance. The magistrate went in front of the Ratha and asked the people to pull. As the people began to pull, Baba Mahasaya began to push the Ratha with his forehead from behind. Krishna. Immediately, the Ratha began to move. Baba Mahasaya then went in front of the Ratha and began to sing and dance as before. Within a short time, the Ratha reached the Gaundija temple. The next day, Baba Mahasaya was laid up with fever. There was severe pain in the chest on account of congestion. Manguni Mahasaya, the physician, the doctor to His Highness the Raj of Puri, was called. He prescribed medicine and advised complete rest and protection from exposure of any kind. Baba Mahasaya was made to lie in his room. The doors and windows of the room were closed. At 11:30 a.m., Sri Shitikanta Goswami, Sri Taraprasan Goswami, and 3 other devotees came from Navadvip. When they came to know that Baba Mahasaya was ill, they wanted to go back without seeing him. Immediately, Baba Mahasaya came out and began to talk with them. He asked them to bathe and take Mahaprasad in the mat and go out for darshan of Jagannath in the evening. Tara Babu, I will take prasad only after I have seen Jagannath. Babaji, in Puri, Mahaprasad is equally glorified. Therefore, you can take Mahaprasad before Jagannath's darshan. Tara Babu, what you say is correct, but what can I do? My mind does not accept it. Kindly ask someone to guide us to the temple. Babaji, whom to ask? I shall myself accompany you. Tara Babu, no, you must not. You are unwell. Baba Mahasai threw away his warm clothes and came out of the ashram, while his companions kept looking at him with dismay and anxiety. Chitikanta Goswami said to Baba Mahasai, why not let us take with us 1 or 2 pairs of kartals? Baba Mahasai said, yes, kartals we must carry, because we, the jivas of Kali, are so weak and infirm that we cannot walk without falling or faltering. We must always ride the train of Harinam. Jai. So they came out of the mat with coal and kartals and set out for the Gaundisha Mandir singing, Bhajanitai Gaura Radheshyam Japo Hare Krishna Hare Ram. What a jocund company they were. Soon in ecstasy, Baba Mahasai and Chitikanta Goswami sang and danced in ecstasy. Sadvika Babas appeared simultaneously on their bodies, while they danced to others sang and clapped their hands. Slowly they reached Gundija temple. The doors of Jagannath were about to be closed, but when the Pujari saw Baba Mahasai coming, he kept them open. They looked at Jagannath to their heart's content. Since Tara Babu was tired, they took Mahaprasad at the temple. After taking Mahaprasad, they went back to the mat, dancing and singing. Sri Mahavira Radha Raman ki jai, Radha Raman Sharandas Deva ki jai, Ramadas Pawai Maharaj ki jai, Lalita Shaki Ma ki jai, Navid Dalu Bawai Maharaj ki jai, Sri Gaurandas Bawai Maharaj ki jai, Sri Baya Bawai Maharaj ki jai, Jital Baba ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Radheshyam, Jai Nitai Jai Gaur, Jai Jai Sri Radheshyam. Tomorrow we will continue the reading with glorifying Mahaprasad from the chapter Return to Puri. Charit Sudha ki jai, the life of love ki jai. Jai Jai Sri Radheshyam. There is one commentary, I want to read it here. Dhananjaya keep all abominable activities far distant by devotional service, and in that consciousness surrender unto the Lord. Those who want to enjoy the fruits of their work are misers. Lavender Faun, you are very right in your comment. By the grace of Nitai Chand Sri Gauranga, we can be free from all sins and free from Maya, the big illusion. Just by the mercy and kripa of Sri Guru, that is a messenger of Thakurani Radhika and Sri Shamsundarlal, we can be free of all that. Any selfish enjoyment is just keeping us on the miseries of this material world. I hope you all very much Ananda on the repetition of the Mahamantra Hare Krishna and the Sankirtan of the Harinamas. Jai Jai Sri Radheshyam.